Today's Brawl, absolutely insane. Build a deck, all minions, cows, elementals, mechs, demons, murlocs, dragons, beasts, pirates, and totems. Holy cow. I put in all of the broken stuff. Obviously, auto includes our Hungry Crab, Murloc Tide Collar, patches, all the Galvanizer types to reduce the cost of stuff by 1, since every single card is an elemental and a mech. You've got stuff that eats stuff, the crabs are OP, Mech Warper is ridiculous, ships cannon, sticks on the board and then shoots everything. Underbelly Angler for my redraws. Murloc War Leader seems like a nice aggressive card along with the Captain, just buff everything. Old Merc Eye for the finish, Thing from Below, 0 mana 5/5 taunt. Totemic Surge for the 0 mana Savage Roar. Like, the games are going fast enough, there's so many more broken cards that I haven't included. Do you add in card draw if you need to? Does the game even go that long? Do you need cards like draw 2 Murlocs, which can draw 2 anything? Who knows? Let's give it a shot. The Madman! Oh no, Patch is opening a hand. What a good hand. Kind of.
I can fix anything.
Oh, it itself counts as a mech, but that's just a 1 mana 3/2. Hardly OP in the grand scheme of things.
Powering up. Portals online.
That seems good. Killing Tom. Laugh at him.
Powering up. Portals online. Engage.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I can fix anything.
Alright, so I gotta win a few brawls before I get into the good decks. Like, I gotta come up with my own tier list of what's most OP. Because there's definitely a tier list of OP. I think the crabs are most OP. Mech Warper is second most OP. I think I have to use this stuff as a combo. Crab is definitely most OP. We have the combination Ship's Cannon, Toxfin. I'm just gonna take it easy here. 2, 3, 4, 0.
Powering up.
No, 2. Well,
Online.
kind of. Two, 3, 4, 0. The longer I can hold off on the combo, the better. I'm just gonna keep chilling here. The Ship's Cannon kills everything it shoots. You draw more cards after the Angler. Okay, I think we're good to go here.
Powering up. Portals online.
There, none left. Alright, let's see you match that. Okay. That's way too slow. But yeah, I'm taking it slow this turn. Ooh. Right, the meta is being advanced here. Incredible. So I could see a world where he's got like the super anti-combo. He ships cannons and then the Murloc Toxfin guy and then wipes my board out. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh.
I hope you like my invention.
That was a lot of card draw. Unbelievable. He's actually got the better of me here. Or does he? Nice. That's the Scargill Mech Warfare combo!
That's incredible.
Or something else. Lots of different combos are possible.
Powering up. Portals online.
I must remain hidden to remain free.
Nice. He's got the Rathion, which draws him all the cards, up to 10.
I hope you like my invention.
Wait, until you draw one that doesn't attract? Wow, put a spell in the deck. Nice. There it is. So there is a meta in being the responder.
Well played.
Nicely done.
You win this.
So therefore, cards that are proactive are perhaps not great. So let's get rid of the Totemic Surge. And the draw cards are pretty good. And then cards that come into play and kill something, they're still good. The Ice Fishing is probably good enough because sometimes you want to do nothing and just stall. Thinning out the worst cards in the deck. The Toxfin isn't that big a deal because your ship's cannon is already dealing with most of the stuff anyways. And perhaps this is already enough. Maybe you don't have enough cards. But just drawing more cards seems really good. Draw a card, copy it if you played an elemental, sure. Novice Engineer and Captain's Parrot are probably overdoing it. The Devolve was pretty good to get rid of all the low-cost stuff and turn them into terrible things. I think I'll cut a Dragon Slayer for that. So from there, we'll work it out after. I still think the Scargill might be a bit too slow.
I see a vision into flames.
Oh, how cute!
Almost out of time.
That doesn't get an unfair enough card, probably.
Job done.
But maybe. I've got a grand theory that just drawing a bunch of cards is really good. So that probably does mean that the Scargill combo isn't too slow. And I probably should put a Scargill in the deck after all. But I think the Zubot Menagerie Magician stuff is too slow.
All charged up, all charged up.
There's definitely the question of like how much you want to go for it each time. Next turn I'll go for the Angler.
At last, worthy fool.
Extraordinary.
Let's go.
Extraordinary.
I see a vision into flames.
A new grand theory. Proactive cards aren't that good. Reactive cards and card draw are really good.
Well played.
Womp womp. I want to take out the cards that are reactive. South Sea Captain just isn't strong enough. I suspect Murloc War Leader is also not strong enough. Because that requires you to have a board. And you're not going to have a board all the time. The Murloc Tide Color also, it's like, whatever. I can't believe I'm cutting it. But the more I play it, the more I realize the way to win is to answer with overwhelming force. Now we're starting to get closer to what that guy I lost to had. You do just put in every draw card. If we make the assumption that my deck is more well built than the opponent's, we can try to abuse Cold Light Oracle, because the downside isn't big when they're not playing a combo deck. Perhaps. The theory of my cards are much better than theirs, so drawing both of us cards is fine. The Discoverer guy wasn't too bad also. I suppose it's okay. Fire Tree Witch Doctor. And then I guess we just filler it with Novice Engineer and Parrot. And now we can see that the opponent I lost to actually was way ahead of the curve. Oh no, we want some amount of survivability, so Dragon Slayer, I suppose. Okay. There's take two. It turns into more of a control/combo deck. Because responding is far stronger than playing. Okay, so I'll disrespect the opponent by keeping Cold Light Oracle. called Pet, the sign of someone good. Wow, that guy's taking control one step too far. Or lots of steps too far. Let's do this. He's got the respawn theory pretty set. That's solid. This is all just a proxy war. It's purely a who runs out of cards first thing, which implies that card draw is really, really good. Do I want to go off here? In a simpler time, it would be good to. It's fun to go off. I don't know if it's good to. You don't have the thing.
Who's up for an adventure?
Always little time.
And something like, does that look good? Yes. But I could see proper responses. Like, for example, that. So it is all about the response game. It's too slow to just put stuff on the board. So, kind of interestingly, the initial games are just an idea of, wow, I can play all this broken like stuff early. And then the next level of thinking is, wait a second, that stuff is all meaningless because of the power of Hungry Crab and Galaka Crawler. The proper way to play the game is to actually respond to the opponent and then just wait for the super mega combo. I see. I think I see. You can't go wide board with minions. That's why you have solutions to those with something like Devolve. I think that the optimal, and this isn't that obvious because I started off with just like putting in the broken stuff. Like first you enjoy the game on a level, yeah, just play the broken stuff. But then you realize that answering the opponent is so strong with answers such as Ship's Cannon and Devolve and, you know, crabs and all that, that you can't actually mount an offense even by going wide with anything can happen and whatnot. The real answer, originally I thought it was too slow, is to draw all the cards. I think this turn I can take the damage from Ship's Cannon. I'll play this slow card. Gotta have some ace in the hole crab cards. See, this guy's playing on the level 1 theory. Where you just play all the broken stuff. That looks really good, right? But response theory is better.
And you, and you.
All charged up.
And yet, here he is killing me. Okay, I went a little too slow that time. Alright, let's see if I can put everything together against this shaman. Hard to lose with this hand. It's all about control and draw, and then combo.
The light protects me.
A scummy aggro deck. You have no hope here.
Hey, I got you, friend. Hey.
So, level 1. Do you even know how to play this, Brawl? You've got the general idea. You know that you want to do a big board and then buff it all. Play the cool OP cards. That's all great ideas. But you haven't reached Nirvana yet. There's actually a problem with Evolve being not clean enough because they just buff it all with like the with the anything can happen in the totemic Might Anumis. Wait a second. When I'm mocking the opponent, I should be winning the game. Wait a second.
Hurry up. Portal
That's not right.
online. At last, a worthy fool.
Oh, almost beat by Totem Golem player. Aye. Wait, not just almost beat by, actually beat by. Unless...
Foul lizard. Onward to adventure.
So on the grand scale of things, this is why in early metas, aggro beats control. Because it is harder to build the control deck than it is to build the aggro deck, as it turns out.
Well played.
Some mad deck building later.
Alright, so I didn't expect to get over here, but now we have an actual control deck in a Brawl which features all minions being every tribe. We're not actually running primarily minions. Our minions, or rather the minions, are built towards killing the opponent's minions versus, you know, the overall growth stuff that one would enter the Brawl expecting to do, like Totemic Surge and everything can happen. Isn't that the way to play it? No! The answer is to kill the minion decks.
None can escape my fury.
For Doomhammer.
Hail, friend.
Womp womp. Clearly, the answer is level 2 gaming if your opponents are playing at level 1.
At last, a worthy fool.
Depart, foul creature.
Whoa, Light's champion. Whoa there. Too far, boyo. Too far. If they're running bad cards, we can draw them cards. It's fine.
All charged up.
I want you, and you, and you.
Whoa, hold on. The Zubot value. Such a level 1 play can never defeat me, a level 2 player. Rolled 2 3 times. How unlucky.
I want you, and you, and you.
And now, for my next powering up. Portals online. Powering up. Portals online.
Oh no, I can only play so many minions. Wait, I didn't actually clear anything.
All charged up.
Wait, that's bad. Well, at least I was at enough health that I could do that. Fortunately, he was playing some level 0 cards. Explaining the terminology, by the way, level 0 cards are cards that are just wrong to put in your deck. There are definitely a lot of cards that are just wrong. Wrong.
Double time and double pay.
There is little time.
So examples of level 0 cards would be Light's Champion, Pharaoh Cat, which isn't unfair enough.
Unity, precision,
Zubot, Menagerie Magician are level 1 cards because they fit the overall theme of like playing the unfair cards. But then you come to realize that what you thought was unfair isn't unfair. And that's really interesting. I was a level 1 player once. But now I'm a level 2 player. Now the question is, are there enough people out there who are level 3 players that level 2 play is incorrect? Because level 3 play is probably wrong against level 1 play. It's the classic rock, paper, scissors of Hearthstone. Level 2 decks beat level 1 decks, level 3 decks beat level 2 decks, but lose to level 1 decks. But the big brain level 3 deck is the level 3 deck that somehow beats level 1 and level 2. I suspect that if you're sacrificing too much towards getting the combo really fast, as the perhaps level 3 evolution of this level 2 deck, then you'll get beat down by the level 1 deck. Yeah, that actually looks fine. Imagine the world where you live in, where you keep a hand of Hungry Crab, Lightning Storm, Elemental Destruction, and 2 Ice Fishing. Welcome to level 2 thinking. I fear my opponent may be a level 2 player because he played tap. Nah, just a level 1 player. Oops, slow order. I'm gonna just relax next turn. Oh, I should have played patches. When you play Elemental Destruction, you have to plan 2 turns ahead in terms of milling a card. Oh well.
All charged up.
I guess I can just toss the coin away.
That was a mistake.
Oh, well, smart play not playing patches apparently. Fear my turn 5 coin patches. That is true level 2 play. It's a level 0 card.
At last, a worthy fool.
Level 1 card. Disappointing Lightning Storm.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so I can play out my whole hand with 5 mana. Yeah, this would be the time to do it.
Hurry up. Portals online.
Unlucky? Question mark?
Hurry up. Portals online.
Level 1 play almost beat me again. Almost, but not quite. I shouldn't give him more fuel. But I need to get the AoE. I don't need to get the AoE. Any cards they can get at the moment are definitely less good than my cards. Here's the theory.
At last, a worthy fool.
Extraordinary.
Oh. So close.
Incredible.
Good thing we teched in healing right. This level 3 deck idea of not running the crabs, that seems ridiculous to me in order to get the combo faster. You need those crabs. Or do you?
More mad deck building later.
Alright, and welcome to level 3 thinking. Black Mage Glaceon suggested, well, I mean, why run all of that removal when you can just get straight to the combo? All you need is the 4-card combo of Scargill, Snip Snap, Ardent Horse Rider, and Mech Warper in your deck, in your hand, and you have the infinite damage combo right there. So if you don't run any minions, you can search for those faster with Ice Fishing. The rest of the deck is just used for hard control. This probably beats the level 2 deck because the level 2 deck doesn't put on enough pressure. I think it's weaker against the level 1 deck because it doesn't have crab removal, but it might be fast enough to still beat the level 1 decks anyways. But by the way, level 3 thinking is dangerous if everyone's playing on level 1. As level 1 decks just roll you over. Which is why when you're building a level 3 deck, you gotta especially watch out for level 1. The level 1 people are coming to get you. Given that this is a brawl and you're incentivized to like play what seems to be imbalanced one time and then get out of there, level 1 decks are common. So I suspect this level 3 deck won't do as well as level 2 deck, but it is interesting. Against a player that Totem is on turn 2, this is a signal that he might be a level 2 player, so perfect level 3 prey for me. You get the combo really fast. I actually have lethal in 2 turns.
Come dance to my song.
Powering up. Portals online.
Trust the pirate's code.
Uh-oh. I have 11, 16, 19, 22. Probably can't take that. That's the classic rock, paper, scissors dilemma. Don't bring scissors deck to a deck where everyone's playing rock. And there you have it. It's a deck that the level 2 deck probably would have beat since it board controls, but the level 3 deck is too slow. I have just learned also that I should be playing Captain's Parrot instead of Witchwood Piper. That's actually really true. And I think if I had played the... I might have been able to win the game if I actually played the Parrots instead of the Pipers. Oh, and there's only one Captain's Parrot. I should have coined dice. No, this is fine. No rush. Oof. Oh, you can run 2 Captain's Parrots. Yeah, I absolutely should just run 2 Captain's Parrots instead of Pipers. No totem because crabs and whatnot.
All charged up. All charged up.
Okay, so I'm sitting the next turn now, which is kind of scary, but he went all in. So we have lethal next turn if I don't overload, so I guess we'll just pass. Scargill Mech Warper means that the Witchwood Pipers also cost 0. I don't know if I have enough time to pull off the combo. And if that's a taunt totem, that's really unlucky, but it wasn't a taunt totem. 7, 12, 15. Ah! So there's your look at the level 3 deck.
Out of the hall of explorers, and up from the dusty tomb. They grab their whips and fedoras. These legends of the past know exactly what to do.